darling heart, and welcome to this episode of the Drink Less, Live Better podcast. This is the podcast that helps you to see that drinking less doesn't need to be stressful, lonely or boring. I'm your host, Sarah Williamson, and I decided to have a year alcohol-free as a little life experiment and haven't looked back. I'm a best-selling author, expert speaker, corporate workshop facilitator and life coach. I'm here to support you with your alcohol-free or drink less adventures. To keep up to date, be sure to follow me on Instagram at Drink Less, Live Better and head to the website drinklesslivebetter.com, where you will be able to sign up to the 5-day Drink Less experiment, find blog posts, and you can choose to join the email club where I share resources, wisdom, insights and glimmers of hope and joy. I hope you enjoy this episode. Let's get straight to it. We all need reassurance. All right, let's talk about those moments when our minds decide to throw us into a whirlwind of worry and uncertainty. Whether it's a hangover from hell, a looming deadline, a tricky conversation just waiting to happen, or some general existential pondering, easy for me to say, sometimes our thoughts can feel heavy and unwieldy. Take it from someone who knows. Fear not, because I have got 5 trusty tips for you today. These will help you to find that much needed reassurance. I'm talking to myself as much as I am to you right now. Okay, let's begin. Tip 1. Breathe. Baby, breathe. It might sound cliched, but it works wonders. When your mind starts spiraling into panic mode, take a moment to focus on your breath. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply through your nose. Feel that fresh oxygen fill your lungs, and then exhale slowly. And repeat. And repeat. It's like hitting the reset button for your brain. This simple physical act can help calm those mad racing thoughts. Feel the reassurance of your own body. Number 2, talk it out or write it out. Whether you need to say it out loud or keep it private, do something. Don't keep those worries unarticulated. Sometimes just talking about what's on your mind can be incredibly cathartic. Ask someone you trust to listen to you. Tell them if you want them to contribute with ideas, thoughts, questions, or tell them if you want them to listen to you carefully and support you to unpick what's going on yourself. Share your concerns, and you might be surprised at how much better you feel afterwards. If you're not keen on verbalising your thoughts, grab a journal and jot them down instead. There's something very therapeutic about putting pen to paper and getting those thoughts out of your head and onto the page. Allow someone else's love to soothe you. Number 3, break it down, kitten. Big problems or situations have a nasty habit of feeling even bigger when we try to tackle them all at once. Instead of letting that daunting task or thought overwhelm you, break it down into smaller, more manageable steps. Focus on one piece at a time, and before you know it, you'll have chipped away at the problem until it's no longer looming quite so large. Plus, crossing off those mini milestones along the way, that is some seriously satisfying reassurance right there. Number 4, find your soul soothers. Seek out the places and things that help you to feel good about yourself and your abilities. Perhaps it's your favourite playlist, film or book. Maybe it's a coffee shop, park, forest, or a cosy blanket and a cup of tea on your sofa. Find whatever gives you that safe feeling inside and lean into it. Number 5, practice some self-compassion. Last, but certainly not least, be really kind to yourself. I know this is easier said than done. We're often our own harshest critics, but beating yourself up over your worries and insecurities isn't going to do you any favours. Instead, practice some self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same love, understanding and forgiveness that you would offer to a friend in need. Remember, it's okay to stumble and falter sometimes. You're only human after all. And me too. Take a deep breath. Lean on your support system. Do one small thing at a time. Be gentle and compassionate with yourself, and you'll be a step closer to feeling reassured and safe. I'm cheering for you in the good times, but please know, more importantly, I'm cheering you on in the unsteady and unsettling times. Thank you for listening in today. Come back again next week. I'd massively appreciate it if you could subscribe, rate and review the podcast. Well, do that if you love it, obviously. If you don't love it, don't do it. Check out the show notes for a link to a hidden podcast episode that will help you with your 5 p.m. cravings and details about my one-to-one life coaching and sober coaching programs. And P.S. I believe in you.